All right, Ruthless fans, hope you're doing well. Before we really get into the video, make sure you take a moment to hit that like button. Follow me on, social media. Links are in the description below. Hit the bell notification icon and select all. That way you don't miss out whenever I post new content to the channel. And please, everybody listening to the sound of my voice, hit that subscribe button. If you've been a long-time subscriber, take a moment to double check that YouTube hasn't kicked you off the channel. Some people have been letting me know that's been an issue. So just hit subscribe if you've somehow been unsubscribed from the channel. And if you're a frequent viewer of my content, thank you for watching, but please hit subscribe because I'm trying to increase the ratio of the amount of people who are subscribed that watch my content versus the people who are not subscribed but watch my content. Regardless, views are views. Ad revenue is ad revenue, meaning that I get to pay my bills. But it's nice to know that most of my views come from subscribers as opposed to people who just randomly find my content. But with that being said, if you also want to donate to the channel, it's not mandatory, but feel free to do so on PayPal or Cash App. So with this particular video, I was originally going to do it two, like one about Yancey, one about Tally and the girls from the yellow trailer, mainly Paula and Lacey escaping in Lilo's car. But I think I've already done a video about that, a couple weeks ago when it was said that she would be moved into the trailer to be like a role model for Lacey and the other girls. But I'm like, yeah, I kind of already, said that. So I think it's best to kind of combine the ideas because we know that in the Oval continuity, Tally's pretty beaten up and bloody by the time she makes it to Nancy's house. So I'm wondering, does she escape the compound and she's beaten up pretty bad and it makes it all the way to DC from Virginia? My guess is the car does play a role. Now, a couple things could be true. I mean, does Tally find the keys and decide to get the hell out of Dodge herself, the compound herself? Or do you think it's a situation where she actually does try to escape with both Lacey and Paula? There are just so many avenues to this that, I'm really wondering how it's going to play out, hopefully by the end of the season, if not the mid-season, because it's kind of weird. I do believe that towards the back half of season 1, if not season 1, part 1 of Ruthless, because the back half of season 1 feels... that's the beginning of when the show got a bit too cluttered or bloated with the cast because we added so many characters in the compound that each episode began to feel like rinse, wash, and repeat of itself. The same characters talking to each other about the same things. Who can we trust? No, we can't trust them. Hey, do you want in on this plan? Yada, yada, yada. But I do recall there was a scene where Ruth and Tally said that, hey, when it's the next full moon, there's a festival, everybody's up late drinking, and then everybody in party, and then the next morning everybody sleeps in. So I think what we'll do in that position is, I'll get close to Daikon, that way I can take the keys, we can get our kids, go to the money trailer and get the hell out of here. So we do know that the full moon had just came up that night, the night that we're currently in, because William's like, every time it's a full moon he calls for me. And then I believe it was Melinda who mentioned how, wait, it's a full moon. I mean, shouldn't there be a celebration going on tonight? But then I believe she was informed because, remember, she was on assignment infiltrating the sheriff's office. And she didn't know about the runaways and how, the highest came back covered in blood. And that kind of spooked everyone. So celebratory mood really isn't what's sweeping around the compound at this given time. So I wonder how that's going to play a role in the plan for, not only Ruth and Tally's escape, which I doubt is going to happen the way that they originally intended, but also Lacey and Paula taking Lilo's car and getting the hell out of there. I don't know. I think the Yancey thing might play a factor in this, because if Yancey decides to tell the highest or Daikon or whatever about, Tally seducing him or basically exchanging sex for getting the keys to save her daughter, that could lead to her being punished. Or one could also say that, hey, what if Lacey, Paula, Tally try to escape, and then, unfortunately Lacey and Paula don't make it, and Tally gets caught up in the fuss and bust and gets, hit a few times, but she manages to somehow fully escape and then makes her way to Nancy's house and then eventually kills herself the next morning. It's just a situation where I'm confused as all hell, for real. There's a lot going on. trying to put the pieces together as to how Tally makes it from the compound all the way to Richard and Nancy's house. I mean, like I said, I've really let go of the fact that the show is no longer in the same, it's in the same continuity as The Oval in regards to the storylines, but in terms of lining up the events continuity wise, in terms of what some events that should have taken place already, yeah, that makes no sense. I've stopped trying to figure that out because I know for a fact it doesn't make sense now. What I'm saying is, I think that Tally is going to escape in Lilo's car, because I'm thinking in terms of a vehicle, you know, that's obviously how she makes it from point A in Virginia to point B in DC. She's not going to walk there. But why does she get beat up? Like I said before in the other video, you know, if Tally's in the yellow trailer and these girls try to escape, would she be punished as a result of that? You know, like, would she be held responsible? Because we know that Joan and Tally, they're not technically elders, but they're the quote unquote seniors, whereas Lacey and the other girls are the freshmen. You know, yeah, that's a good way to put it. So it's like, hey, well, we put you in charge to overlook this trailer, and 3 people from the trailer that you're supposed to watch escape, so we're going to punish you instead. So what if Paula and Lacey actually escape? Tally gets punished, but for whatever reason, she breaks free and is able to get the hell out of there. I don't know. We'll find out soon enough, but just let me know if you think this story has any, or this theory has any weight behind it. Like I said, the whole Yancey thing, he has threatened to, you know, run his mouth about what happened, and yeah, I don't know. I mean, would Andrew intervene? But Andrew, he's going through a lot right now as it is, having just killed William, so that just begs so many questions. So let me know your thoughts. Really, I have no other further evidence of what's going to happen next until we watch the next episode in a couple of days here. But thanks so much for tuning in, guys. As I said before, please like and subscribe and donate if you can. And with that being said, I'll talk to you in the next video.